Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, and this video, which will now be kind of like a continuation of our EV mini series. We have covered a few different companies over the last month or so. One of them is obviously Candy Technologies with the launch of K23 and K27 in the US, and the problem that they're having with the ongoing lawsuits, which we don't know what that is going to plan out. Then recently we did a video in China on Wuling, where they are launching their mini EV in a JV with SAIC and GM. And now today we are going to cover a country in Europe where France has been a launch of a mini EV by this company on this vehicle. So here it is, the Citroen Ami. Definitely not the prettiest cars out there, similar to the K27 and the Mini EV. They just don't look that pretty when they need to be so small. But what is interesting is that it's part electric car and part moped, and that means it is classified as a quadricycle in France. And why is this really interesting? Well, it means basically that unlicensed drivers as young as 14 years old can drive this car. The purchase price is also extremely attractive, around $6,600 for a car in Europe. The lease, if you want to go that way, is $22 per month, so also extremely attractive for certain type of people. The rent of demand, which will basically be a ride-sharing kind of thing, it will be $0.29 per minute. What are the limitations? Well, the range is only 69 kilometers, so you can definitely only use this in the big cities. And the speed, again, is limited, 45 kilometers per hour, but again, you may not need a lot more in the city. Last, it is around 2.4 meter long. However, it is 25 centimeters shorter than one of its big competitors, which is the Smart for 2 car. So again, this car is definitely not for everyone. However, it's going to be very interesting to see if it's going to attract people who want a cheap option, or as we mentioned in the Wuling video, who may want to switch from, for example, a scooter or another type of small vehicle. Finally, we thought it would be interesting just to look at the share price development over the last year. And as you can see, Candy in the blue line here, it was down for quite a big part of the year, and suddenly it took a massive jump up, came down a little bit again, took a massive jump up until the allegations came from Hindenburg, where it dropped quite significantly. It's going to be interesting to see how it's going to develop over the coming months. Right now, it still is at a gain of 78% year to date, so still quite good. PSA here, which is the Peugeot Group, which Citroen is part of, has remained relatively stable. Obviously dropped a bit when the coronavirus hit, but otherwise it has recovered little by little, and year to date it is up with 9.67%. And finally we have Wuling, which is a relatively new stock here. It is down with 14.29%, but as we stated in our video on them, we definitely think that this stock may increase a lot if the sales numbers continues to go up in China, and if perhaps they at some point are successful in launching the car in other parts of the world. This was all we had for today. We really hope you enjoyed this short video. Please subscribe for future content. Please give us a like, it really helps with the algorithm. And please give us any comments you have in the comment section. We do always appreciate that. Remember, we are not professional financial advisors, and this is only done for entertainment purposes. Besides that, there's not much more to say than have a nice day. Hasta la vista, baby.